Have you ever been talking to an AI assistant and you just feel like you're starting from scratch every single time? You tell it what you like, what you're working on, and then the next day, poof, it's all gone. Well, today we're going to get into the fix for that. It's a really cool field called context engineering, and it's all about how we can finally teach AI to remember.
So, let's start with a problem that I know we've all run into. I like to call it AI's annoying amnesia problem, right? It's that moment when you realize this incredibly powerful AI tool has absolutely no clue what you were talking about yesterday or even 5 minutes ago if you start a new chat. So frustrating.
And it's a totally fair question to ask. I mean, with all the incredible things they can do, why are they so forgetful? It seems like a massive bug, but believe it or not, it's actually baked into their fundamental design.
And here it is, the core of the issue. Large language models, LLMs, are what we call stateless. All that means is that outside of the single chat you're in right now, they have no built-in memory. Every single time you start a new conversation, it's like it's meeting you for the very first time. The only thing it knows is what's right there in front of it in its context window. Okay, so how in the world do we fix this? Well, this is where context engineering comes into play. And to really get our heads around it, we're going to borrow a fantastic idea from the world of professional cooking, preparing the mise en place. So here's the big idea. Context engineering is the process of gathering up all the right information, all that context, and making sure the AI has it for every single interaction. It's about building a smart prompt on the fly, one that tells the AI who you are, what you've talked about before, and what you're trying to do now. And seriously, this cooking analogy is perfect. A chef doesn't just start throwing things in a pan, right? No. First, they carefully measure and chop and prepare every single ingredient. Context engineering is exactly that, but for an AI. It's getting all the informational ingredients ready before it even thinks about cooking up a response. So what kind of ingredients are we talking about here? Well, it's a whole recipe. You've got your basic system instructions, any special tools it can use, a dash of long-term memory about you, some external facts, the history of the current chat, and of course, the main ingredient, what you just typed. All of that gets mixed together. Now, to handle all these ingredients, the system really needs two core parts. We're going to start with the first one, which you can think of as the AI's temporary workbench. This is called the session.
Okay, so a session holds everything for just one specific conversation. It's the dialogue, the scratchpad, the working memory, basically everything the AI needs to get this one job done. But, and this is key, just like a workbench, it gets wiped clean as soon as the project is over. It's totally temporary.
But you can't build a real relationship on a temporary workbench, right? For the stuff we want to keep around, we need that second, crucial component. And that is the AI's long-term filing cabinet. It's memory.
Memory is what makes all the difference. This is what lets an AI actually learn about you over time. Once a conversation, a session, is finished, the system pulls out the important nuggets, organizes them, and files them away in memory so they can be pulled up in any conversation you have in the future.
Putting them side by side like this really makes it click. Sessions are the messy, temporary workbench you use for one project. Memory? That's the super organized filing cabinet that holds the important finished stuff, the go-to source for every project you do from now on.
Now, if you've been following the AI space, you might be thinking, hey, hold on a minute. Isn't this just RAG? Retrieval Augmented Generation? And that is a great question. But they actually do two totally different jobs. Let's clear this up with another killer analogy, the librarian versus the personal assistant.
Okay, think of Writer-G as the AI's research librarian. Its job is to go into a library full of static documents, PDFs, websites, wikis, and pull out authoritative facts about the world. Memory, on the other hand, is the AI's personal assistant. It pays attention to your conversations to learn personal things about you. See the difference?
This is such a great way to put it. RAG makes the AI an expert on facts about the world. Memory makes the AI an expert on you. And for a truly helpful assistant, you absolutely need both.
So how does this actually come together to give us that personal AI we all want? Well, it happens through this really clever, automated cycle that's always working in the background to build up the AI's memory of you.
It's basically a four-step loop. First up is ingestion, where the raw chat log gets fed into the system. Then comes extraction, where another LLM sifts through the conversation to pull out the important facts. After that is consolidation, where the new info gets merged with old memories, fixing any contradictions. And finally, storage. The clean, curated memories are saved and ready for next time.
So why should you care about all this behind-the-scenes stuff? Because the result is just a way, way better experience. It means you get an AI that actually remembers your preferences, one that can pick up a conversation right where you left off, one that doesn't get confused in a long chat, and maybe most important of all, an agent that truly learns and adapts to you over time.
And that's really the bottom line here. Context engineering is the thing that turns a generic, forgetful chatbot into a real personal assistant, one that learns, adapts, and grows right along with you.
And this whole thing leaves us with a pretty deep question to chew on, doesn't it? As this technology gets better and our AI assistants remember more and more about us, who, or maybe what, do they become? That's a question I think we're all going to be figuring out together. Thanks for joining me.